Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as Overpowered Ireland. I found Spain, and where they went after I messed them up. It looks like they have gone to Lower Acadia. Seems like they are not prioritizing going here, although they could get some good value here, because I think this can steer to Seville. No, it can steer to the English Channel. Oh, so I think they're a little bit upset with me that I took Mexico from them, and now they're going up here. Although I'm a little bit surprised they didn't maybe go for like France or something. Like this Colombian era, it looks like France is doing a really good job of getting colonists here. They have exploration ideas. So I did activate the plus 10% force limit to get even more force limit. Now I could also go for land leader maneuver. I don't want to spend too many of my military power. Fort maintenance could maybe be pretty good if I had more forts. I think I'm okay for now. I'm still coring and converting all this land, but it should be useful soon. Yeah. I guess I'll just let some time pass while we build buildings and stuff. I could build manufactories in my little guys here. Remember, if I increase their income, I get some of that income, so it would also increase the trade value. Could be worth doing. What I will actually do here is I'm going to build marketplaces. I think even though it's a very small amount of trade power that I get in here, if you look, there isn't much trade power in this node. So every little scooch of trade power that I get is a step towards. Now I do want to be careful because I want to make sure they have at least 2 building slots so I can also build a manufactory. Like here in the Gold Coast, I might upgrade that to a... I might develop this a little bit. See, when's my next tech? The next tech is very soon, so I might develop this a little bit up to a... a level 10, just so I could have a fort, a market, and a manufactory, because I think the combination of all of those could be pretty good. I guess if I went for markets, I wouldn't be able to get production buildings, and I think production buildings are still actually worth it in here. Yeah, if you look, you can see the production buildings are worth it. And I think manufactories are also pretty worth it in here. So I'm thinking I'll probably do manufactories all along the coastline over here before I start really investing into my colonies. Like, my colonies are good, but they have their own money that they can invest, you know? Whereas... and they're more likely to revolt and leave my empire in the late game. So I feel like this is more guaranteed income here at the Ivory Coast, although it does have to kind of go through a chain. What I would consider doing is maybe going through the Caribbean and building markets here for them. Because all the trade power they get would be really, really nice. Maybe in particular these nodes here. The really good trade ones. Although I don't think I have many of those. I think I just have 2 of those, right? I'm also considering a colonial war with Spain for Hispaniola, because if I could get more control of this, I would be very, very happy. I have Cuba. But I would like more of this. I don't know how good my AI would be at taking this, although they seem to have a pretty strong navy and a decently sized army. Like, they have a reasonable fleet. They could maybe take this. I know they have been making claims. Even if we could just take these 3. Let's see if they can pull it off. I'm going to tell Irish Cuba to start a war in the colony. The Hispaniola. Let's see if they can pull that off. Do they need money, is the question I want to ask here. No, they've got a huge surplus, so they should be able to fund this war no problem. So I'll keep an eye on them and see if they need my help at all. Okay, I think I'm going to send one of my diplomats back now to start improving relations with all my subjects. And then otherwise, we'll just go let time tick here and let these battles, you know, unfold as they may. Maybe I'll lose, maybe I'll win, who knows. Portugal, tea and sugar. Okay, so it looks like they got that. Ooh, innovativeness is decreasing. I don't want that. As long as I'm ahead of time in one tech, I think I don't get the innovativeness penalty. And now we just got a little bit more artillery fire and artillery shock, so that's really, really good. We can also get chambered demi-cannons, so that means artillery is even better now, so I'm even scarier. In particular with this army, which has 10 cannons, so that's starting to become very relevant in terms of cannons. In fact, they actually do more damage than infantry. So cannons are becoming increasingly relevant, particularly for the fire phase, which is the first phase. Cavalry is starting to fall out of favor. I think they're still important to get some cavalry, but we'll kind of see. Okay, we're converting that land there. I could become the Defender of the Faith. Oh, I'm losing money. Why is that? Still getting all this money from these guys. I guess I am running a lot of advisors and they're quite expensive. Drilling armies, missionary maintenance. Wow, they cost 9 ducats a year to run. Like, I'm not over my colony limit. I'm still making good money. Might just be a temporary dip of some kind. Okay, we're losing a little bit to piracy. I lost a military leader as well. Let's have a quick look. There's a decent amount of piracy here. I should have 2 more heavy ships that I can send to protect. I want to deselect this, combine these together, and tell them to hunt pirates in the North Sea, because I don't want people stealing from me. No real piracy anywhere else. Just in the North Sea they're stealing from me, those jerks. But I should have a few extra guns now, and that should be a big penalty to piracy efficiency. Let's see. I think I'm going to gain the innovativeness. And, oh, do you know what I lost? I lost the the 20% production efficiency and the 10% trade efficiency from being ahead of time here. So that's okay. How am I losing points? Colonial garrisons, national focuses, and benign neglect. My leader isn't a very good thing. I might put him into Diplo here next time. Spy network. How are you doing? Okay, you're landing here. We've converted here, so that's going to lower the unrest here to almost nothing. We're going to convert here as well, take 18 months. Now I feel safe moving you over here to Bonnie. And this is converted, it's cored, and all that good stuff. So I feel safe. Turning this over to my trade company, which will give them another trade value. It will give them an extra little bit of trade power, some institution spread, all that other good stuff. And hopefully, as the autonomy ticks down here, it'll help out there too. So these guys are starting to get closer, 25.6%. Definitely want to build a market in here. So I think, in order to boost my income, I might do local production efficiency buildings in this territory here, because I think that's the most efficient way I'm going to get more money right now. I can't really build more ships. I already have an army that's kind of at its limit. Whereas if I build buildings, I think the production efficiency would turn out really well for me. Can't do anything in my mainland. So this is like the most efficient source of gold for me right now. The autonomy is going down because it is owned by the thing. I can't reduce that autonomy. Trade protection against Russia, okay. I'm going to go ahead and take a diplomatic candidate. I want to be careful not to let the traders get too strong. He's a babbling buffoon, that's unfortunate. Irish Mexico. Okay, they sent me a little gift. Hey, nice one. So how are they doing now? Are they still working to convert all this territory? They are converting and solidifying. They've got their cores working, they've got their things working. Okay, do you have any more claims that I could press for you? You have a couple of claims over here, particularly on these gold. think I might grab you these two. Let's see. What's the diplomatic world look like right now? Kalima is allied. Allied with you. You're allied with Ista and Mixtech. So it looks like this might be my easiest target to use my colonial war. I might just send them on a colonial war. Say, hey, Irish Mexico, go start a war with Tarasca. And that should be something they can easily do. They've got 16 military tech. These guys are way behind. So that'll be fine. Some of these natives are starting to catch up, which is fair and reasonable because I've been up here and I haven't been really interacting with them. But they're so small and tiny that I shouldn't have any trouble dealing with them once I have... once they're reformed and they lose all their big bonuses, I'll be able to do stuff to them. I'm gonna lose some friendship with them. Ooh, I can upgrade training fields. That would be really nice to grab some extra manpower. There's also state maintenance stuff that I could do. I think I'm gonna do production efficiency though. I feel like that's gonna pay off pretty well. Over here, over a long period of time as the autonomy reaches a normal level. I think I do want to upgrade the Gold Coast, however. And I think I have a huge penalty to gold and manpower, right? Belongs to trade company, minus 100%, land palace, levy en masse. So I'm still getting some manpower here. I'm getting about half the normal amount of manpower here. I don't want to spend Diplo points though, because I am currently not ahead of time in Diplo, and that's actually hurting my income a reasonable amount. So I'm going to spend... I guess manpower isn't terrible here. The Diplo points is the best one to do, though. Yeah, I think I'll just hold off before I upgrade the Gold Coast. I definitely want to market there. Treasure fleet has arrived. We're getting some inflation. I might buy that down. No, it's not quite at a level where it's dangerous yet. You see here. Colonial Canada is the sole domain of Spain. There's Spanish Canada. We will be declaring war on them with Irish Canada in the not too distant future. They have been expanding, I think. I want to hope so, yeah. You can see they're still expanding quite nicely. Let's see. New Ireland. What is your current tariff value? You have a decent income. I'm not subsidizing you. Some expenses. I think I can tax you a little bit more highly. That'll get me some extra cash, which is sorely needed because I'm spending a lot of my money right now. They have agreed. Gain some prestige over here in Chitamacha. This was over here, I think, one of these two. So I definitely want to keep this growing because I want another colonial nation. We're almost going to be into the next age. Oh, Spain has expanded significantly into here. But they're expanding directly, which means they own this stuff themselves, whereas I'm going to be using a vassal, and the vassal will have its own benefits to expansion, I believe. Let's see. We can almost get this. This will be another little blip of trade efficiency. That should also increase our income. Sinaloa has become self-sustaining, so now I think I'm safe over here to start colonizing. I definitely want more of this stuff. I want to have a bit of control over Africa if I can. I've got a couple of the centers of trade. There's some stuff up here. Probably gonna have to fight Spain at some point for all this stuff. We'll see exactly how we do it. Choco has become self-sustaining. Oh, France, really? Looks like France deliberately tried to block me there. Yeah, see, it looks like France is trying to hold Colonial Colombia for themselves. I should have maybe spent more time getting this Colonial Caribbean area. I should have been quicker to get this. So, I guess I could fill in this area. Or I could start a colonial war with Panama. Or I could start fighting the Quito. I think I'm going to go for the Quito. Here, where is my 10 stack? Okay, where are my ships? I have a 4 stack somewhere. Here you are. Let's see how long it'll take to build a few brigs. One. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just start transporting this army down here so I can attack them. We'll use the 3rd Fleet to get you down there. And in the meantime, 2, 3. We'll just go slightly over the force limit. We converted the heretics here. Very nice. That should lower the unrest here. Now I feel I can add this to the trade company. Now my trade company, let's see, 34.2%. Okay, we're gonna colonize here. Let's have a look. Okay, in Zazu, I don't really care about Zazu anymore. You're really not spreading your claims. Damn it. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to make the claims myself. Build spy network here. Yeah, if I can grab this piece of land here, I should be able to get a colony into the center of Colonial Colombia, and France won't be able to stop me. New flagship. Let's see. I guess I could use the Prestige. I'll go for the Galleon. And let's send it to go protect trade in the North Sea. We earn 32 ducats here, very nice. We can finally get that tech here. This is going to give us a huge boost to our income. 17 gold per turn. The price of tobacco has increased. This is going to be really nice for us. We can also get a Splendor. I think I'll go for the siege on blockades. Alright. Let's see, I wanted to do production in here more than anything. I mean, in theory I could make this into a state, but Darien is now self-sustaining. We'll go clean up these last two. I definitely want to have a presence in Brazil, although it's not nearly as important as the other stuff. Battle of Bonny. Okay. Influence nation in Ravensburg. Looks like the Ottomans have been stopped in Europe from expanding anymore. Alright, nice. Treasure fleet has arrived. There's another chunk of gold. I don't think there's anything wrong with upgrading these. So, we'll upgrade there and there. Any other upgradable buildings? We'll get this soon, which will be really nice. Local trade power boost of 100%. Grand Captain has died. Now, he was pretty cheap to run. I think I'm just going to run a level 2. for now. That should free up a bit of cash for me. Good job fabricating on Spanish Canada. In fact, I could probably get you to attack Spanish Canada, but I'm going to wait until they're a little bit bigger. Because I'm worried. Where else do you have claims? Have you done your colonial war? Yeah, I want you to do a colonial war in Susquehannock. Colonial war. I guess I can't do them on these guys. Is it because they reformed into monarchies? Yeah, it is. I won't worry about it for now. Alright, we converted this province, so now it can be put into this. Very nice. We have a thing in Oyo. Looks like a rebellion here. That's really good. In fact, if that rebellion is happening, now might be the right time to start a colonial war. With Thingy. Well, Spain is also at war with Jollof. That'll keep them busy. Gaining 2 inflation isn't the worst. Whoa. Did I just lose some of my boats? No. What was I going to do? I was going to do a thing. Buy down inflation, because that's pretty expensive, actually. Okay, so let's take a look at Gold Coast. I want to put a market in here to get more provincial trade power. So, I'm thinking... Base production, base production. It's greater already, so then I'll do... one more of this. And then one more of this. And then I'll be able to put another Diplo point in soon. And Diplo is like the best return on investment here. And then I can put a market in this city. So the global trade has appeared. Where has it appeared? Interestingly. Age of Evaporation is ending. Where has global trade appeared? Sign up. Interesting. Of here, of all places. Now this one spreads pretty quick, from what I remember. Particularly the centers of trade. If I go in here to my capital, for example. Let's see. Province trade power at least 45. Having a marketplace helps. Having a stock exchange, port neighboring, province with global trade. So it really shouldn't take too long for me to get it. Why are you getting so much? Province is a center of trade. Seems to be where you're getting most of that. You do have a big spread modifier though. Oh, this is a major colonial port. Wait, what? What? Alright. It's probably going to appear faster down here. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. Well, let things go. France has basically occupied the Incas. I need to get over there. This is a problem. How are you doing, by the way? In your war? You look like you're doing okay. Alright, nice. My little colonial nation took that land. Coring it up already. Good job. Army's under attack. That's pretty normal. How are you doing? You're still at war, right? You've plus 12 war score. That's good. Looks like your army died. Whoa. You have no manpower. You have plenty of money, though. Up to 42% in the West African Charter. Once I get to click here and then build a marketplace, this will be worth quite a bit of trade power. If I just want to see, it'll be worth plus 6, so that'll get me up a lot higher. I'll also build one here. Don't know if it's worth it to build. Be better off building manufactories all along here and production buildings. Whoa! This is a mistake. You're gonna kill these guys. Shanti's opinion of me increases. I'm surprised you made it. You should really rest. Looks like France did what they needed to them over there. So I think the Inca are going to be someone I try to eat up with colonial nations and stuff. Okay, I have a bunch of cash. I think manufactories in Africa is going to start making sense to get the value up here higher. We are running out of sailors. Okay, we have plenty of time for development. Let's have a look. Let's put in the encourage development, encourage development, encourage development, and encourage development. And we are going to look into developing here. I'd like to get some of these guys upgraded. So we look at production efficiency. So we look at size. Cork, I think, has all of its building slots filled. I'd like to get some of these up a little bit higher. I might as well spend the production first, so Kildara is definitely the spot to go for. Okay, your base production is too high. Or your base tax is too high, rather. That should give us a decent amount of manpower. Let's have a look at the old color. Still a nice, pleasant orange color. Next month I should be able to stick in another one of these. I'm wondering why am I losing money here? Irish Cuba is now... Ah, did they win the war? No. It's just their thing is naturally built up to a level. So I'm gonna decrease their tariffs to keep that income flowing. I don't mind them having low tariffs as long as I'm getting a decent amount of cash from them. Right, let's have a look at potential options here. I could keep this guy, but he has bad things. I think I'll go for a bureaucrat candidate. So cheaper advisors, that's actually really nice considering I'm running pretty expensive advisors right now. National unrest, I'm not worried about. Okay, Oyo, I am fabricating on you, so let me... I don't know, I guess time isn't going back through very quickly. Let's see, estates. Printing press is present, so I get a little bit from that. I guess I could develop my capital. That's a lot of points. Global trade's going to take a while to get here if I don't develop. How much of a thing would I get from it from developing? Probably a decent amount. Battle of the Thing. Ah, one of our colonies just became self-sustaining. There's Irish Columbia. Definitely want to pick that up. You know what? I think I can make do with this 8 stack. Damn. I don't want to go to war with France myself because I'm worried. I'm gonna start building a spy network with the Inca so I can start maybe fabricating. But I'm gonna... Well, you know what? I'm actually going to send it to... Well, these guys are about to be conquered. I want to have the backbone of this area here. Could be a lot of fun to go pick up these. What's my colonial range? It's out of reach. I could start colonizing down here. I think having like the Pacific Islands could be fun. Give me another way around the world. Interestingly, that Panama gets fed from all the way over here. Hispaniola peasants. Are you still at war? You have the war score. Venice's trade league has been abandoned. Venice has become very tiny indeed. That's unfortunate for them. Up to 70,000 manpower. Let's see. Gain of stability, lose prestige. See, this is Bonnie, and I think that's down here. Yeah, I think production is the thing to go for here. God damn it. Everyone's just like pirating me. Okay. See. I can't afford to build any more docks. I could build regimental camps. I don't need force limit. What I really need is manpower, and I could pick up a decent amount here. Pick up another like 2k manpower. Oh, do I not have production efficiency buildings? Where are they? Hold on. Production. Yeah, no, I have the production efficiency buildings pretty much everywhere. Manufactory. I suppose it's time to get them started down here. Didn't mean to build that there. Which one will give the most? Right here at the Ivory Coast. Nice. So, what is our fort situation looking right now? We have 0.37. I want more. Okay, I think we have enough. We got +1 merchants. Not sure why. What if I were to do this? Not quite. 44 gold. There's a nice big old chunk. Okay. Need more. Oh yo. I will fabricate a claim on K2 that I'll be using for my vassal. Ah, he's been fabricating. Excellent. So Mali has no allies and they're pretty weak. I'm going to put together a slightly improved version of these armies. Good job, Ashanti. So I'll be taking on a couple of these guys. Definitely want to go for Mali. Alright. Their military tech is catching up. But they're not anywhere near where they need to be. I'm going to go up to 2 cavalry. See, how much force limit do I have to play with here? I have a decent amount. Up to 2 cavalry. 10. And 5. We'll do the same here. 2 cavalry. 5. These will be nice big battle stacks for fighting in Africa. Colonial enthusiasm or tax? I think I like colonial enthusiasm. Getting more colonies is always really nice. These are people embracing global trade, right? Unfortunately, I cannot do that thing. However, the faster it spreads, the better. It looks like England is going to have it pretty soon. They're privateering again. Okay. Stacks are almost done. 17. I guess that makes sense. A die. Gain 100 population here. So a die became self-sustaining. There's a colonist over here. Let's see. Ooh, I want to at least get this and Quito. I want you to get transported to Panama by the 14th Fleet. I have exiled armies. You are supposed to be a conquistador. Go into the wilderness. Ortega became self-sufficient. Let's get a little bit closer to Spanish Canada so we can start getting claims on them. Change my mind. I could develop Africa more. Maybe not. Really, I'd like to start doing stuff down here. Let's have a look. Are there any important trade ports? There's one right there. Send that there and let that do its trick. Vargas has become self-sustaining. You guys can join together. Prestige, let's see, colonial border conflict. I don't mind losing prestige. A little bit of that there. And I'll get you guys sent down to this. Oh, my transport ships are busy, never mind. I'll get you transported down there soon though. Soon TM. Let's get more of these. I'd like to get all of these to have production buildings, boat buildings, and manufactories. I think those would be the things that would be most appealing to me. Although I'm having trouble with my sailors. Bonnie became self-sustaining. You go there. I'm ready to declare war on this guy. Who are you allied with? Oyo. That's actually better because we have claims on them. This is perfect. Pull you back from Oyo. And then we're building a spy network in the Incas. I can fabricate another claim. I want Quito. And probably like 1 or 2 more claims, like maybe Canary or something like that. Just I want to get these for Colonial Irish Columbia so that they can start colonizing. Start converting Bonnie to be my religion so that I can put it into the trade thingy. Merchant Republic, peace, lots of autonomy bleeding away. I'm considering upgrading these, but sailors are a problem. I'm going to mothball this. That'll hopefully get me a few sailors. I think I need to reduce the number of guys I have doing piracy and stuff. I think protecting trade is a mistake as well. These guys take up way too much of my sailor manpower. I'm gonna let that regenerate for a while. Just have to deal with the power of pirates. May as well mothball you as well, get those replenishments. Atakora. Okay, we can go help there. We'll get the war declared here in a second. Tropical wood. The Zazu truce has ended. We'll get the war declared. You're allied with Oyo. Who's Oyo allied to? Mali and Timbuktu. Okay, these guys don't care about that. I'm going to say I'm going to take Yaman. I'm going to go down to speed 3 here with this war. Another manufactory, yes please. Let's see, 0.3. So I'm going to keep that income climbing. Good job. Where are the forts? They have basically no forts. I'll still just siege them one by one, I guess. So that any armies I run into get smashed. Let's get a Bono Man as well. I have an exiled army somewhere. Are you kidding me? I guess you need to get back to up here. Need to get all these ships around to Choco. Might as well build a ship here too. And I'm slightly over my force limit. Get 20 ducats a month. Looking good. I don't really care for detaching and sieging and all that jazz. We'll just pick stuff up as we go. Plus, we're getting good loot this way. Managing a global empire, man, it takes a lot of work. We can build stuff, I don't really care though. Alright. $128 sailors a month on missions, that's okay. We are going to be reusing this leader, I think, because he rolled a good ability, which was advisor costs, which is really, really nice. I'm still tempted by economic ideas. The development cost, the production efficiency, the land maintenance, the autonomy, the interest, mainly the yearly influence. Like, it's just a way to get even more money, but I have been kind of waiting too long to get trade. I feel like I need trade these days. Global trade power, merchants, trade range, trade efficiency. I'm making so much money from trade that I think it just makes sense to go for trade ideas. It'll just compound how much money I make. Okay, so I want all my stuff. Let me see what I've claimed. This is my vassal. So I'm going to transfer this to Ashanti. 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 See, where are your claims? You've got a claim up here in Moshi as well. You're taking care of that, okay. We'll just keep sieging down stuff. Yeah, they're starting to steal a decent amount of it, but that's okay. We're still getting most of it. And they're coming pretty regularly. Will you go occupy their fort, their capital, which will lower their war desire a lot. Alright, you're gonna bring down here. They're trying to siege this, but this is a really highly developed fort. Bonnie can now join the thingy. And the autonomy should start ticking down because this is a thingy, the bob. Whatever you call them. Protectorate. Speaking of protectorates, we are up there. We are up there. There's Mali. I guess Mali decided that they wanted to take part. Instead of just letting me run around for free. See if we can cut off this army. We're pretty slow because we have artillery. We will catch them here though. We should be able to do lethal damage because we are a lot wider than them. It's in the interest of seeing how much damage we do. Well, they're actually doing a lot more damage to me. They rolled really well in the shock phase. I think I'm going to keep this guy. Give me a good fire phase. There we go. I mean, he inflicted reasonable casualties to my infantry. So let's transfer this to Ashanti. Transfer this to Ashanti. Let's talk to Mali. Say, hey, what's up, buddy? Give me all these provinces. Give me all your gold as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aggressive expansion. Okay. Send you guys back to the Gold Coast. I'm going to park you on some of this new territory to discourage it from rebelling. While my vassal integrates it. They're going to be pretty happy with me for making them nice and big and strong. Their income should start climbing. Once they deal with a lot of this stuff they have to deal with. Let's get some more of these manufactories. Let's see here. The autonomy is hurting me in some of these provinces. It's making my production income pretty low. But the trade value is coming up here nicely. There's gold mines here that I'll be able to get this guy. That'll help him out. Now he's going to hopefully develop this terrain now that he has me feeding him not only institutions, but I'm also feeding him, just generally speaking, power. So these guys are going to get... This is going to get this pretty quick. And it should help it spread to me a little bit quicker too. How is global trade spreading? Looks like Great Britain has adopted it. It's kind of annoying that I haven't. I can't. Well, this is just some weird colonial port, not like a proper port. A little bit annoying. We could gain innovativeness here. I could get the early university. It also gave admin efficiency. I can't remember what that does. Does that lower your overextension? I think it does. Would I like to get the innovativeness? Has somebody already taken it? No, nobody has taken it yet. I could instead spend it here, and I would get like 10% of global trade. For a couple clicks, I'd get 20%. I think I'll do some clicks in my cap to get global trade a little bit quicker. It'll also net me a few extra sailors. And then I want to do a military click too, to really bring that up. Another chunk. Just a couple months. Oh, one of my colonists isn't busy. That's not good. Make sure we fabricate another claim on the Inca. I think this time we will be going for Canary. And we'll be declaring war on him soon. Portugal and Portuguese Brazil, they're at war with. Oh. Rio de Prata, eh? Looks like the Incas actually stole some land from the Portuguese. Rio de Prata. We have got really good income in terms of global settlers. We're colonizing real fast. So what do I want to do? Sure, mercenary discipline. Okay. Let me think here for a moment. I need to get to war with the Inca. I need to get my troops over here. These guys aren't needed anymore, so I guess I could turn these into a bit of a more of a real army. I have plenty of room for that. Let's see, so we have 15,000 troops. So I think I'll go up to another 5. I'll break it into 2 armies of that much. And we'll let this build up into something. Withdraw from public life. See him acquitted. A little bit of corruption will bleed away naturally. Don't want to be rooting out corruption because it's expensive as hell. We'll let it naturally decay itself. Let's see, Irish Canada, can you gain tariff value? Yes, you can. Nice. Refused aid traders. Sure, 100 ducats is basically nothing at this point for me. Yeah, take action. Lose gain inflation. We'll buy that down now. Boom. Boom. Buying down inflation is worth 2 ducats a month, which I think is worth it. I'm going to buy another manpower in my cap. That should be global trade basically done. 27 years, which will mean it'll spread to me pretty quick. I'll also be able to get the money to embrace it really fast. It's not really present in any of my stuff, but it will be soon. I think it's getting present down here pretty quick. Yep. So we'll have it in a few places. Very nice. Global trade tends to spread pretty quick, I find. It's the early ones that spread slowly. Getting some inflation there from the gold. Well, you know. Oh, I still have a colonist. I guess this is a little bit of a priority of mine, getting Africa going. I could also... Can I recruit units here? No, but this is almost done. I'm going to send another colonist here. I want to get Colonial La Plata up and running before Portugal gets all the good stuff. I need more colonial nations because they just provide really nice benefits. Having a global empire. Okay. I have a bunch of gold. I'm considering Guinness skill 3. Yeah, I definitely want to take him. Skill 3 guy for half price. Here, this guy. Skill 3 guy for half price. I could also promote him to +4. Is that insane? That might have been insane. Need to hold on to my monarch points now. I think I'm going to prioritize Diplo because income is important and that my Diplo tech is where a big source of my income comes from. Privateer efficiency, yep. Okay, are we ready? Have we recruited all these troops here? Are we ready to declare war? Let's have a look. I want to break this into 2 armies of 14. Perfect. We have 8 ships here to transport. I'm going to move them one by one into the Inca. Go ahead and declare war on the Incans. We're going to be looking to take Guayaquil. We're going to grab this stack with the leader. Get them sent to here. Take a bit of time for them to get across, but that'll be okay. Nicoya has become self-sustaining, so I can start doing other stuff. This is still establishing. I think I would be okay to maybe split these up a little. I think I'm going to take 2 of these guys. 2 of these guys. Send them down to Cameroon. With, I guess, a single cavalry each. Well, cavalry's bad. I think I'll just go down to 7. Grab these little 1 stacks. We'll get rid of this big stack, and we'll get rid of this big stack. We'll say, all of you guys get to Bonnie and work together. I can afford to lose manpower now that I have a really big reserve of it. So apparently they got open borders with the French, which was a huge mistake because this makes it way easier for me to invade them. There's more inflation. Irish Louisiana has been established. And now we can start expanding Irish Louisiana to get that extra trader off from them as soon as possible. Definitely want to get up to Colonial California, Colonial Alaska, and I want to have a colonial nation everywhere. Like I think we're doing really well though. We have like a pretty damn fine empire. Organized colony, local settler increase. I guess we'll organize the response. It's 25 admin power. Yeah, we're going to quarantine it. It's fine. Oh. Spain no longer considers me a rival. I guess I am theoretically at war with the Incas. Oh, Irish Columbia is doing work for me. Good job, Irish Columbia. Do I have... Where's Owen Plunkett? You get into this province. We'll get Owen Plunkett exploring down there. Why can't you hit up these provinces? You're a dude. You're a man about town. I guess we could go Chimu. Get down to there, and that's where I want you to go. In the meantime, get here. More manufactories. Keep building them along. Increase the trade value across the world. Now, I mean, I am increasing the trade value from my rivals too, but the majority of it is being pulled where I want it to be pulled to. Battle of Cola. You guys combine together. Go stand on this tile. No innovativeness for this, so I think I will wait the year. Tick. Calabar has risen up. Golden Era. Alright. This age is almost over. With the gold boat. Calabar. Mercantilism. Lots and lots of mercantilism. Embargo efficiency and provincial trade power. Let's see, how close are you? Irish Louisiana and Irish Columbia need to be developed. That's what I'm working on right now. So let's talk to this guy. Will you give me my 3 provinces? You will. Plus an outrageous amount of gold if I wanted it. Can I get you as a vassal? No. I think I'm just going to take your land for myself. Develop it, and then give it to Thingy. I guess I could wait for a little bit more thing and help the Incas really collapse. Cholula. Okay. September's rolling around not too far from now. So Portugal took some provinces. Get back up here and capture that fort. Irish Cuba, this is an emanation of the coffee plant. Did you win this war? You're at war with the Incas now. It looks like you didn't win this war. At least not decisively. You've got a truce with Hispaniola for another year. Dissemination of the coffee plant. Gain 400 ducats. Price of coffee. The fact that Yemen in particular had such a strong grip on the coffee. Let's stop anyone bring up Monte. So I believe they have coffee Arabica in one of these provinces, which gives them a huge amount of trade value and trade power. So this is going to go down in price. Unfortunately for them, we are going to pick up a decent amount of cash and prestige. But coffee does go down in price. Woe is you. Yeah, I don't want this claim. I think I'm going to give it to them. I don't want these provinces in here. Like, this is for a vassal. I'm setting up I'm kind of role-playing a colonial empire. I want these guys to do the trick. Okay, they need help. Okay, now it's time to take tech. Boom. You can now build universities. That's something we're definitely going to do. Let's see. Establish Sunday schools? Yes. Add policy. Nope. Allow me to build universities. Universities. Are going to be a big priority for me here soon. Now, I lost a lot of my trade income from not being ahead of time anymore. We'll get that back pretty soon. Merchantman is a brig replacement. See, the Cusco is over. Okay, things are going okay. Still sieging up here. Alright. I will be keeping this guy because he's really good. Pick and Mapu became self-sustaining. Sent it there. So, peace offer from the Inca. Let's enforce a peace here. I want these 3 provinces. I want a bunch of gold. I also like war reps. Yeah. That is exactly what I want. Got a big chunk of gold that we can spend on universities. This belongs to Irish Columbia now. Exactly what I wanted, because now I can start colonizing in here at my leisure. So these two armies are kind of exiled. You're a conquistador. I guess you can hunt for the 7 cities for fun. This guy, I will send you through the wilderness, however. There's big stacks over here. Let's convert Calabar. And then send a guy to here. Lots of wasteland in here, unfortunately. What else are we going to do? Let's build those universities. So it's cheaper to develop my little island. Cork definitely wants one. The guild's in power. The guilds are in power, so I'm getting that building cost reduction. But yeah, this development reduction will be really nice. It'll bring the price down to something reasonable. How many times have I developed my capital? It's got to be like a couple hundred. 47 times. Wow. It's so expensive. Even though it is my capital, and it's getting a bunch of reductions for that. Yeah. I'm going to call that... Well, I guess we could go for another few months here. Irish Canada would gain Liberty Desire. I guess I don't mind losing mercantilism. Like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me. I put a decent amount of effort in getting it, you know, increased, but I don't mind losing a little bit here or there. Let's grab this tech so we're ahead of time. We make a bunch of extra money. Trade efficiency goes down. That's unfortunate. More money came from the New World. Cavalry shock. That's actually kind of important because it basically doubles or adds 50% of the damage that cavalry do in the shock phase. That's a pretty important one. Well, cavalry aren't really super important anyway. But this definitely helps keep them relevant for a little bit longer. I think cannons and infantry are kind of like starting to take over now. Although I suppose a little bit of cavalry can help if you're against a weaker opponent. Should keep drilling. Let's see. More universities. Let's see how much the price drops when we finish this university, actually. I'm quite curious. It's currently 253. He should be able to handle that. So 253 goes to what? We have a new merchant? Where did we get that merchant from? Not sure. Possibly from embracing the institution? I will be embracing this as soon as I can. It's only 1,200 ducats. I might let it spread for a while though, because I am about to get tech. Yeah, maybe I'll let it spread, naturally. I'm only getting one more tech, like. The extra merchant would be nice. But is it really that important? I don't think so. Right. I was going to do something. Oh yeah, I'm checking to see how much does the price come down here. It probably really won't come down much. So Irish Columbia, I think that's a relatively new one. I should be able to tax it pretty hard. Caddo changed the fur. 253 goes down to... Yeah, it took like 11 off, so it's really not that much. But it does make any future development I do much more efficient, and more importantly, having lots of universities means that I have a high chance of getting the Enlightenment. Many factories help me get the thingy. I have a small chance of getting it. I do have manufactories like all over the place. Although I'm curious, how is England doing for buildings? Like, they don't have nearly as built up as I am. Well, maybe I tell a lie there. They're pretty built up. They have lots of regimental camps though. I'm definitely more Navy focused. Pretty huge Navy though. I kind of need a huge Navy though. Russia is doing Russia things. Poland is falling apart. Let's have a look at Brandenburg. Blobdenberg is doing well. Protestant is the official faith. Okay, there's a little bit of a religious conversion still going on here or there. Orthodox owned by Shia or Sunni. Ethiopia is doing quite well, actually. I'm surprised by that. Spain's probably pulling a bunch of trade here. Yeah, but it's all going to the Ivory Coast, so I get a bite of it anyway. So where am I going to send this trader? I guess I could send it up to this inland node. I could steer from Panama to the Caribbean. I can't actually see the Mexico node, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Let's see. I have one here. I have one here. This node is becoming really, really high value. I have one on all the places that I care about already. Really, it would just be placing him to increase my value. And I guess at that point, I may as well just stick him down in like anywhere. It doesn't matter, because I'm pretty much getting all the stuff that I want anyway. I mean, maybe it would be better to steer towards the Caribbean for me. Here? Whatever. I'm just going to put him in Panama. Set transfer trade power. That'll give me a little bit of extra trade power. Ah, the age of absolutism has come. So absolutism has started. And that means, if I go in here, I found 3 different trade companies, own multiple universities, have the potential for a large army. Absolutism is at least 90. Now, my absolutism, Irish Cuba, Liberty Desire. Why is your Liberty Desire gone up? Well, I don't mind lowering you. I don't mind decreasing your tariffs. Yeah, the development has gone up. Oop. I'll lower the tariffs. That's fine. You have a bunch of income. Spend it as you wish. On things that you wish to spend it on. Develop your provinces. I'm just happy as long as you're pretty loyal, you're providing me money, and all that good stuff. But yeah, my nations, let's see, mercantilism is doing a bit, so is development. I'd say a part of it is that we don't have fully improved relations with them. Do I have my merchant is doing that? Okay. Man, a lot of this time is spent paused these days. Let's have a look. Where are forts? Not many forts in Mexico. See, Mexico, have you been doing a good job of fabricating claims? You have, so we'll be using that. Irish Columbia, you have not been. Ashanti, you've got even more claims. Good job. I'll be helping you take those probably in the next episode when my truce with Mali is up. But I would say our little global empire, little Irish empire, it's coming along nicely, and we're not exactly being dicks to the local people either. You know, I did my best to avoid atrocities and all that sort of stuff. You know, I'm putting tariffs on these guys, but I'm not. I'm trying to say, hey, look, you know, if you've got an issue, sure, we'll lower tariffs. You know. So I'm going to call that the episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support the channel. Remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. And remember to leave me some love by sponsoring the channel too. Otherwise, I just want to say I love you all very much back with my entire heart. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.